Good afternoon, this is Bob Knight. It's the 6th day of January 2017. Happy New Year's to everybody. I'm going to talk about a trade I did today on CRNT off my watch list that I wrote about actually 2 days ago, because yesterday was an inside day and didn't hit my target, but today it did. So this is the 1-year chart on CRNT on a program called Stocks to Trade, put out by Timothy Sykes and his group. It's a great program, I really like using it. The stock itself, it's a fairly large float stock, 77 million shares issued and in the float. Averages 463,000. Today it traded though 3.1 million. Corresponds with the big move today. Here is what I said about it on my watch list. CRNT, another big move today, hitting my target of 340 and closing right near the highs of the day. A move over today's high, and we could see the stock at $4 as early as tomorrow. So it wasn't, like I was saying, it was an inside day, and it never hit my target to go long. But today it did trade above the 350 level, and that's where I saw it as a breakout. I normally trade using a 2-day chart, 5-minute time period. Though on some of these more volatile stocks now I'm using the 1-minute chart, but for this one I was using the 5-minute chart, and on it I have the 15 EMA exponential moving average and the 5 EMA exponential moving average. So you could see that from the 1-year chart, the 350 area, 340, 350 was the breakout level, and 340 really, but I gave it some slippage. So I was, I had it alerted at 340, and when the stock triggered it, I looked at it, and I was getting ready to trade it. Now, one of the things about it is that it is it was moving up strongly, the 15 and the 5, and they're moving apart. So that's a very strong chart pattern for me. So I was, looking to go long at 350. And in anticipation of it, because it was moving quite quickly, I put the order in around 345, and I usually I use hotkeys, and I use it to buy on the ask plus 5 cents. So I did get filled at 350, but and so the stock was taking off, so I was glad I did get filled. I bought 3,000 shares, and off it took. It's a bit choppy in here. I mean, it's a bit of a grinder. It's not big moves, but the 5 EMA was very good support for it, so I wasn't in any panic to do anything. But then it has this big spike up here, and it gets extended above the 5. So I sell 1,000 shares at 382, right in here, and it does spike up as high as 388, and then it starts to come back off, and it makes these red candles, and I'm thinking it's going to maybe bounce in here, but it never does. And so instead of watching it go back all the way down to 0, I sell at 365 right in this area here, because the 5, it rolled over quite sharply and was coming down to the 15, and so I get out with the with the profit, the 2,000 at 362. My average is 376 or something like that on the 3,000 shares. So a nice trade for me, $600 profit or so. Anyways, that's the trade. Thanks very much.